Moving on, the Supreme Court has set aside Calcutta High Court's order putting a blanket ban on cracker bursting in West Bengal. The apex court said it allowed use of green crackers if the ambient air quality is moderate and said that it was applicable to all states uniformly and West Bengal cannot be an exception. On October 29th, Calcutta High Court had imposed a complete ban on the sale and use of crackers, including green crackers. So that is this latest situation as far as the cracker ban itself is concerned. Remember, this comes after the Calcutta High Court had banned even green crackers. Now, remember earlier the Bengal government had allowed green crackers and then the High Court then banned those green crackers as well. And now the top court has set aside that High Court order banning green crackers as well. Let me in fact go across to Meenakshi, who's joining us for more details here. Meenakshi, there seems to be a lot of court activity at this point in time with respect to the cracker. All right, we seem to have lost that line with Meenakshi. We'll try and get in some more details. But essentially, the Supreme Court has said that there is no total ban on bursting crackers. The order has to be implemented uniformly. There cannot be a complete ban, and the idea is to strengthen the mechanism to end misuse. So the petitioners now will be have been asked to approach the High Court once again. Meenakshi, back with us. Meenakshi, yes, please go ahead.
Well, the big news that we are getting for our viewers is pertaining to the Supreme Court calling the Kolkata High Court order, which was passed before 12 noon, as extreme. Remember, the Supreme Court went on to pass an order at around 7 in the evening on Friday, and this was an order which had a comprehensive list of do's and don'ts pertaining to the controversy surrounding bursting of crackers for forthcoming Diwali. The Supreme Court, by virtue of its orders, clarified as to how there was not a total ban on the bursting of firecrackers, but this ban obviously included toxic poisonous products like barium salts, etc., and also joined crackers, laddies, etc., which came within the ambit of the Supreme Court's ban. However, the Supreme Court gave a nod to green crackers. Now, what had transpired on Friday at around 12 noon was Kolkata High Court had passed an order comprehensively banning the bursting of crackers entirely. So that was contested before the Supreme Court, which was taken up by a vacation bench of the apex court today. And the Supreme Court at the outset set about in motion the implications of its orders, saying that since it's a Supreme Court order, it has to apply uniformly. And already the Supreme Court said in its orders on Friday as to how there was no total ban on the bursting of crackers in areas where the air quality was found to be ambient. Furthermore, the Supreme Court today also went on to observe that its earlier orders need to be applied uniformly across the country. And the Supreme Court then went ahead and said as to how banning entirely bursting of crackers could not be a solution. There are other solutions that have been put in place by the earlier orders of the NGT and also of the Supreme Court. The implementation mechanism needs to be strengthened. That is what the Supreme Court has said today. So the big news at this juncture has been the Supreme Court setting aside the Kolkata High Court orders that were passed on Friday, banning entirely the bursting of crackers in the state of West Bengal, saying that earlier Supreme Court order, which has been passed Friday, has to apply uniformly across the country. And that order of the Supreme Court makes it very clear that there is no total ban on the bursting of crackers. However, there are certain do's and don'ts that need to be implemented strictly, that have to be abided with. But for now, the Supreme Court has given a nod for the bursting of green crackers, and therefore the Kolkata High Court judgment, which was passed on Friday, was outside of the ambit or the purview of the Supreme Court's ruling, and therefore the Kolkata High Court order through this special vacation bench composition of the top court, which heard this matter today, has been set aside effectively by the top court.
All right, Meenakshi, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details.